All right, welcome everyone. Wang still has his stencil on, so hopefully he can hide that. Why am I getting buffering from both streams? I wasn't getting any buffering. Hold on, fix that. As I said before, Wang doesn't need to be at 2500, but it should be fine. Just do a quick refresh. I'm not dropping any frames on my end, so looks good. Stencil is hidden. Welcome everyone to Koryan's debut here in the Challenges circuit, and also Wang's debut in online competitive Tetris. So 2 new players to the online restreaming scene, certainly. We'll quickly go over the rules for Challenges circuit, as they are slightly different to what Koryan is used to. It's best of 5 right from the start. It's still level 18 only, and the higher seed will choose first. So Koryan will get the first level selection. Actually, no he won't, because it's 18 only. What am I talking about? It's not a future circuit match. Alright, so best of 5. When both players are ready, and type ready in the chat, we can get game number 1 underway. Yeah, he can choose 18 if he likes. That's the only choice that he is allowed. So we just need a ready from both players, and Wang probably doesn't know, but the countdown will be in the chat. So you don't listen to my voice because it'll be delayed. You look in the chat on the stream, as that is the most accurate, up-to-date time for the countdown. And Koryan, of course, a veteran playing on Classic Tetris channel, already knows all of this. So we're just waiting for Wang here to say that he is ready. And hopefully he's still there. He's probably stressing out. He's about to play one of, if not the best Tetris player in the world. And he is not even a max out player, but really consistent. I mean, look at his scoreboard. Lots of 800s and 900s, but yeah, to get the max, could it be today? We'll need a ready in the chat from so you can hear me. There he is. So we need a ready from Wang. Alright, so it's his first match in the Challenger circuit against Koryan of all people. Could you imagine? Most people's first match is in the community tournament or somewhere against nobody. But he is being thrown straight into the deep end. And Koryan is away, and we're just waiting for Wang to start here. And Koryan gets his first Tetris, bit of a delay, and Wang has started as well on the right side. And he is have to take an early double here. Koryan burned a couple of lines also. He's looking really clean, as you would expect. And Wang not getting perfect pieces to downstack here, but that longbar will help, and another one. So that'll calm the nerves. He gets it back to a right well. It's never good to start out with a burn sequence, but it's also good that he didn't go all in there for something risky and just burned it back to a nice uncomplicated board. And he's still kind of fighting to get this open, and finally gets the right well set up, and there's the first Tetris for Wang. Koryan already at 184,000 at 35 lines. He's 10 lines ahead, so Wang will have a little bit of time, but Koryan is he's on a 650 transition pace. He is not messing around. His PB is 980, I think. He's got quite a few 900,000s, and he qualified with a high 800. Koryan, of course, with a 1.2 and a high 900 qualifier this month. And just unfortunately for him, missing out on the max out that was required. It's getting extremely difficult to qualify for the main event in CTM, and it's only going to get worse following June. This is the last month that a max out will get you in, guaranteed. After that, all bets are off. And Koryan 262. Wang is starting to score some points. He's at 130. He's still 13 lines behind. Gets another Tetris. So he's starting to at least maintain the score gap here. He's about 100,000 points behind. Koryan's getting into a bit of trouble here. He's going to have to get creative, and he's not getting good pieces, but that square is going to help enormously there for Koryan. Gets the double into the Tetris, and he'll be able to work on his stack at a more manageable height here. Gets it back down, and he's Tetris ready, and gets a Tetris. So Koryan survives. A little bit of a scare there with a bad SC burst. But he is looking clean once again. Let's have a J dependency on the left, but gets the long bar to take the Tetris. And Wang gets a Tetris, and he should be able to cleanly reopen this, and that's a very nice piece sequence for Wang. Only has to burn 2 lines to get back to a right well. And he is keeping pace now after the early dig that he had at the start of the game. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as we get towards transition here, if just how aggressively Wang's post-transition play is. I'm not sure if he's DAS or a tapper, to be honest. Probably should have asked. Koryan obviously a hyper tapper. He doesn't have a max out. I assume he's probably a DAS player. Alright, so 112 lines, Koryan 450. Wang's board's getting a bit complicated, but he should be able to burn out of this if he keeps a cool head. And that's a nice burn there with the J. Gets it all back open, and he should be able to dig out of this now. And it's not taking any risks. Very, very organized down stacking here by Wang. And that's a really good delayed burn there by Wang. 200 IQ. He's really got some awkward pieces and made it look easy. It was a Koryan-esque burn there. And Koryan has transitioned at 544,000. So his pace slowed down a little bit from what it was earlier, but still a huge transition, and he is at 200,000 points ahead of Wang. So he knows what he needs to do. He just needs to kind of stay alive and play it relatively safe here, and he'll be in good shape. And Wang needs to go ham right now. He can't rely on Koryan to make a mistake. Wang transitioned at 350, so about 100,000 points behind at transition. 200,000 behind rather. So yeah, he's going to have to go ham here on 19, and can't really rely on Koryan to make a mistake. He is too experienced. And the only way Koryan, is probably going to top out here is if RNG intervenes. And a little riskier there by Koryan, but he gets the right pieces. Staying Tetris ready rather than taking the safe burn with the long bar. He does use the long bar on the right side now though. But Wang's getting in a little bit of trouble here, and it looks like he lost control. Could have been a dash slip. And he tops out at 424, so Koryan takes game number 1. Just too strong, too far ahead really. The pressure was on really from the start. And Wang is hive tapper, okay. Yeah, he's been playing Tetris for like over a year though. He's not new to Tetris, he's just new to CTM. So Koryan takes game number 1, and we get a ready from both players, so we can begin game number 2, because it is best of 5, so it is first player to win 3 games that will advance in the winners bracket. Challenger circuit also, of course, a double elimination bracket. So even if you lose here, then you will continue in the losers bracket till you lose a second time. And of course, staying in the winners bracket is ideal for both players. So we just need a ready in the chat, unless I missed already. The chat's going off. We've got a ready from Koryan, and we just need a ready from Wang. And there we go. I'll do a quick refresh on Wang just in case it got behind. And away we go for game number 2. Koryan once again starting off with a Tetris. Wang starting a bit faster this time, so we should be relatively even in lines. He is starting off with a cleaner board. He's Tetris ready already, and he gets Tetris, but he's going to have to take a few burns. Actually makes it look pretty easy. And is Tetris ready again. Actually only had to take 1 burn. So much better start here for Wang. Yeah, the winner of this plays Hydrant Dude or Bubble Rhapsody, the former CTM champion. What a bracket. We've got what is Koryan, the 11-time or the 12-time CTM main event champion, and Bubble Rhapsody, who's won it once or twice, I'm not sure. Just in the same bracket of the Tier 2 tournament this month. It's getting pretty crazy, and Hydrant Dude is a pretty incredible tournament player also on a good day. He maxes out in matches all the time like it's nothing. So it's not going to get any easier regardless. And two players here vying to get into that match. Koryan once again with the early lead, but he's a little ahead in line, so it's not as big as it might appear. It's actually really not even a lead here. They're neck and neck in pace. Wang is set up for a Tetris and gets it, so he's 4 lines behind and he's a Tetris behind, and he's ready for a Tetris, so that is pretty much as neck and neck as you can get. He just needs that long bar, and there it is. So a much closer match this time around, which will make it interesting if we get to transition with scores closer. Then Wang can play a little bit more conservatively than game number 1. Of course, he was 200,000 points behind. Really didn't have a choice but to go all in. And it didn't work out, but this time around Koryan getting forced to play a little bit higher than he wants right now, and finally he gets a Tetris there. 264 for Koryan. Nice delayed burn by Wang here, and gets the wall back open for a Tetris. 251 for Wang. He is behind by about 9 lines and behind by 35,000 points. So Wang might even have a pace lead here. Koryan having to do a few burns. Nice burn with the T there. Gets his well back open. And Koryan is forced to cover there. He's not getting exactly the right piece at exactly the right time here. And the game finally there gives him a long bar when he wants it, and Koryan gets a Tetris. 337, 303 for Wang, and he's still 9 lines behind. And Koryan actually got another Tetris, so yeah, they're back to pretty neck and neck. And Wang keeping it much cleaner than he did in game number 1. And I'm really liking these delayed burn setups by Wang. They're very